I want to tell you people that tomorrow the Khan has requested Pakistanis that for one last time you need to come out to guard against the fraud, treachery and the fallacy that has been committed. And in the process, bear in mind, when we went for the elections, our legs and hands were tied up. And in the process to compel PTI either to dither away or to boycott the election, the state and the caretakers committed such heinous crimes and have adopted such ignominious method for the achievement of their political ends that the time war turned and the human rights, human dignity and human conscience appears a book. So, dear Pakistanis, Khan wants you out tomorrow by 11:30 in all your cities, villages and towns. We have to come out with a placard. With a placard telling the international community that there has been a robbery, there has been a dacoity over the right to vote, the fundamental right of the people of Pakistan by no other than the state of Pakistan. Maulana Fazl Rahman finally conceded that the regime change in April 2022 was the outcome of a conspiracy that was hedged against the PTI government by former Chief of Army Staff General Bajwa He has also confirmed that the removal of the PTI regime was because of the two fundamental stances which former Prime Minister and founder of PTI Imran Khan had taken. Number one, he had said absolutely not, and secondly, he had told the European and the Western masters that Ghulami na manzoor. Ladies and gentlemen, the saga, the story of cipher, for which Imran Khan has filed a petition in Supreme Court of Pakistan, alleging therein that it ought to be inquired into, it ought to be looked into. And now the statements by the two former allies of the regime which brought about the fall of the PTI government, Mr. Maulana Fazl Rahman and Ali Wazir, they both have come in very equivocal terms stating that the removal of the PTI regime was because of the American pressure in consequence whereof the then Army Chief, General Bajwa, while in collusion with the PDM, which comprised of Shahbaz Sharif, People Party and others, they brought about this disaster, number one. Number two, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is very grateful to the international media and to the social media of Pakistan, because it was through your efforts. 7 days before the holding of the polls, it was the international media and the social media of Pakistan which spread each and every news pertaining to the election. And on the 9th of February, the whole world news agencies were inundated with the most phenomenal news declaring that in Pakistan the results were fabricated in such a pathetic manner that those in certain cases who stood at serial number 7 of the electoral result were given victories. Ladies and gentlemen, this was not only a theft of the mandate of the people of Pakistan. the people gave their very categorical decision for Khan and for the PTI. Now, the holding of this media conference was to bring before you people all the candidates along with their original Form 45, telling you people that you need to know one thing. Form 45 is the fundamental document, it is the principal document, and it is the core document on the strength whereof Form 47 and other ensuing electoral processes is formulated. There can't be any dichotomy, any contrast into the two documents. The Form 45, because in any case, if there is a contrast in the two documents, the Form 45 will precede. The Form 45 will overrule the effect of any maneuvering, fabrication, any addition or alteration introduced in Form 47. I repeat that all the results in election are to be based exactly on the strength of entries recorded in Form 45. Now there is another significant importance attached to the Form 45. It is issued by the presiding officer or the assistant presiding officer, as the case may be, wherein he is required to thumb impress it. Now, in this scientifically advanced world, where everything has been conceived or invented by the mankind to discern or decipher between the original and the fraud, the thumb impression alone is the only and the sole element which can't be fabricated. No science can fabricate thumb impression mark, and each Form 45 contains thumb impression of the officials of the electoral process. So, if 7, 10 or 15, Form 15 are identical, if they are identical and only one Form 15 which is fabricated or maneuvered for the benefit of the candidate who are mostly belonging to MQM, Pakistan People Party, and PMLN, then it is obvious that the results have been rigged. Now, the solution lies. Please, आप जरा खामोश हो जाएं. आप क्यों शोर कर रहे हैं? यार, PTI के दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है, अगर कोई शोर कर रहा है, उसको बाहर निकालो. Now, a question may hit your mind as to whether we need to go for the tribunals, which may, in its process, consume more than years. You need to know that the fundamental purpose behind fabrication and forgery of the result is to enable Shahbaz Sharif to take over the reins of the government as a Prime Minister. Because they know that our judicial system is so corrupt, is so rotten, and is so pulverized that under no circumstances we could have remote expectation of seeing justice done to the people of Pakistan. What is the solution? There is such an easy and the most scientific solution to this dispute. All the Form 45 presented here today before the media may be sent to the Nadra for the verification of the thumb impression of the electoral staff. If it substantiates and endorses that the thumb impression belongs to the officials of the returning officer, then it conclusively determines that the Form 45 are genuine, and in all circumstances it must compulsorily base all its results on the strength of Form 45. Kindly जनाब खामोश हो जाए भाई आप लोग. یہ ذرا خاموش کر لیں.